So in this short video, I'm just going to give you some tips and demonstration on printing maps in GLAM so that you can take out on farm for creation of the farm sustainability plan and printing maps with various layers that may be applicable on the herd. We choose generic land management and select the acres. You can go into any of your linked clients here from the drop down, or you can search by herd number. So then you select edit to go into the details, and just on the home screen here you'll be able to see which priority environmental assets are intersecting parcels on this farm. So we can take note it's vulnerable water area, designated bog and natura. So when we open the map then, you'll see it brings up the list of parcels and the live parcels then in the map viewer. So what the printing function in GLAM does is it prints what's viewable on the screen. So whatever reference layer you have turned on and whatever scale it's zoomed to here. So if you want to get all the parcels into the layer, a good one here is zoom to area. So if you just zoom to the extent of all the parcels, it should show them up here. So there's just a couple of things that you need to do before you start printing. The first one is just in the layers. When you open the map, the imagery always automatically shows up in GLAM, but for printing you have to turn on the imagery. So the best one just to select here is latest imagery and hit update. Otherwise, when you create the PDF, you'll see that it's just creating on a blank background. Just for the reference layers as well, we mentioned this when you're viewing the reference layers, that just to set the layer precedence, this will be done automatically. It's a fix that's going in, but for the moment you just have to do it manually. So in layer precedence, you just select all parcels by left clicking, and then just drag it up to hold it and drag it up to the top. You hover over this arrow and it brings this right up to the top, and you hit update. So that will just ensure all the parcel outlines are printed above any layer that you have selected. So back into layer grouping, we know from the home screen that this herd has vulnerable water areas. So if we turn on this reference layer and hit update, you'll see that all the parcels intersect that. So you can just take note of that. There's no point in printing that out. This also has natura. So here we'll turn on the SAC and SPAs and hit update. So then it's showing the parcels which intersect the natura area. We can then go up to print map. So it gives you the option of printing in A3, and you can just make your own notes of the layers that you've turned on. Or if you select A4, it does give you just some space to type in some more details. So if we type in the herd number that this applies to, and just that this is the natura layer, and hit print. So what this does then, it creates a PDF of the map which was on your screen, with whichever layer was turned on. So you can either download that or print it then from there. And then when you're finished, you just close it, and you're back into the map function again to choose any other layers which you want to print. There's also designated bog 500 metre buffer for the low input peak grassland on this herd, so we can print that one as well. It's also worth maybe printing a map then that has the flow paths, and maybe the water layers, just to show where the river streams and drains are on the farm. So So there's lots of options of so any layers that are applicable. So look, I hope that's given you some tips, and it helps with speeding up the printing of maps. Thank you.